In our previous chapter, we explored how insufficient nutrients, vitamins, enzymes, microbes, and hormones can impact constipation. Understanding these factors is crucial, but what's even more important is knowing how to personalize home remedies to target those root causes effectively. If you have been struggling with constipation and feel like nothing seems to work, you are not alone. Many people turn to generic home remedies only to find little or no relief. The key to effective treatment lies in personalization. We have developed a special framework called Miracle, Miracle, to guide you through this process. Miracle stands for motivation, identifying root causes, remedy by demographics, assess body type, capability and opportunity, local and seasonal availability, and evaluate affordability. This comprehensive approach ensures that every aspect of your health and lifestyle is considered. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through each step of Miracle Framework. We will discuss how to assess your motivation, identify root causes of your constipation, and tailor remedies based on your demographics and body type, and make sure the remedies are practical and affordable for you. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to create a personalized plan to effectively manage your constipation. Are you ready to take control of your digestive health and find the relief that you have been looking for? Let's get started with the first step of our Miracle Framework, motivation. Our first step in the Miracle Framework is motivation. Personalizing your home remedies starts with understanding your motivation levels because your willingness to make changes is the foundation for your success. Have you ever started a new diet or exercise plan and only to give up a few weeks later? It's a very common experience. I have dropped off my exercise plan or diet plan because we rely too much on motivation because motivation can be fleeting. So, when it comes to managing constipation, building consistent habit is the key. So, ask yourselves, why do you want to overcome constipation? Maybe it's to feel more comfortable and confident, to improve your overall health, or simply to enjoy life without constant discomfort. In my case, I have desire to be an entrepreneur, creator, and helper for other people, but my life was getting consumed by constant worry from constipation, and I refused to live a life like that. Hence, I decided to make a change. And now, after a couple of years, I'm living constipation free. So, whatever your reason, it's important to keep in mind that as we build these new habits, that we can live constipation free. So, here are some practical tips to build habits and keep your motivation steady throughout your journey. Number one, start small. Begin with manageable changes. For example, drink an extra glass of water each day or add one fiber food to your diet. Small and consistent actions build momentum. Number two, create routine. Incorporate your new habits into your daily routine, like set reminders for drinking water, plan your meals, and schedule time for exercise. Consistency is the key. Number three, track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to monitor your symptom, diet, and any remedies that you're trying. Seeing progress, even small improvements, can be incredibly motivating. Four, find support. Share your journey with friends or family to join a support group. Having people to encourage you and share their experience can make a big difference. Five, celebrate small wins. Every step is a forward victory. Celebrate small achievements along the goes along the long way. For example, did you drink enough water today? Great job. Every positive action counts. Number six, stay educated. Obviously, knowledge is power. The more you learn about your condition and how to manage it, the more empowered and motivated you will feel. Now, let's assess your current motivation level with a few questions. This will help you understand where you stand and how you need to stay on track. Here are some questions to ask yourself to gauge your motivation level. Number one, why do you want to overcome constipation? Is it to improve your daily comfort, boost overall health, or something else? Two, how often do you feel frustrated by your constipation? Is it affecting your quality of life significantly? Number three, are you willing to make small changes to your daily routine to improve your condition? Do you feel ready to start incorporating new habits? Number four, do you have a support system to encourage you along the way? Are your friends or family aware and supportive of your journey? And five, how confident are you in your ability to follow through with these changes? Do you believe that you can stick to a new routine? Answering these questions honestly can give you a clearer picture of your motivation levels. Remember, motivation is not a constant state, it fluctuates. But building habits create a foundation that keeps you moving forward even when motivation dips. So, what if you find your motivation is low? Here are some strategies to help you get started and keep going. Number one, set clear and achievable goals. Break down your overall goal into smaller, manageable steps. For example, as I stated earlier, start by increasing your water intake by a 1 glass a day. Number two, find accountability partner. Find someone to check with regularly about your progress. This could be a friend, family member, or even an online support group. Number three, visual reminders. Place reminders around your home or workspace. Sticky notes, phone alarms, or dedicated app that can help you keep on track. And four, reward system. Reward yourself for achieving small goals. This can be something simple like a favorite treat or relaxing bath or a new book. I used to take a spoon of honey after I worked out, and that was my reward system. Number five, professional guidance. If you are struggling, consider seeking help from a nutritionist, therapist, or healthcare provider who can offer you a personalized support or advice. So, motivation might get you started. It's the habit you build that will keep you going. If motivation is low, these strategies can help you build the foundation for the lasting change. As we move on to the next step in our miracle framework, keep building those habits and watch your motivation grow. Up next, we'll delve into identifying the root causes of your constipation and how to tailor remedies to address them effectively. Now that we have discussed the importance of motivation and building sustainable habits, it's time to dive into identifying the root causes of your constipation. This step is crucial because understanding what's causing your constipation allows you to tailor remedies specifically to your needs. Remember, treating the symptoms without addressing the root causes is like putting a band aid on a bigger problem. So let's uncover the key factors that might be contributing to your constipation. So let's start with dietary issues. What you eat plays a crucial role in how well your digestive system works. We all know that we have discussed extensively in our previous chapters and episodes as well. So ask yourself these questions. Are you consuming enough fiber? Because fiber is essential for adding bulk to your stool and helping it pass through the intestines. If your diet is low in fiber, it can lead to hard, dry stools that are difficult to pass. Number two, are you drinking enough water? We all know hydration is key, and water helps soften the stool, make it easier to pass. Without enough water, your body will draw water from the stool and make it hard and leading to constipation. Number three, are there specific foods that trigger your symptoms? Some people may have food intolerances or allergies that can cause digestive issues. Common culprits include dairy, gluten, and certain types of FODMAP. Number four, do you have any dietary preferences or restrictions, maybe for religious reasons or personal choices? Because it's important to consider your dietary choices, whether you are a vegan, vegetarian, or follow any specific religious diet. We need to respect those choices while finding effective remedies. And by evaluating our diet and considering any preferences or restrictions, we can make changes that can directly impact our bowel health. Increase your intake of high fiber foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains and ensure that we are staying well hydrated. Next, let's look at lifestyle factors. Our daily habits and stress can significantly affect our digestive health. So let's ask or consider these questions. Number one, how much physical activity do you get daily? Exercise helps stimulate intestinal activity. Even simple activities like walking can make a huge difference. I learned that even walking 3,000 steps a day had a direct impact on my constipation the following day. Number two, how would you describe your stress levels? High stress can affect your digestive system, slowing down bowel movements. Finding ways to manage stress, such as through meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises, can help. Number three, do you have regular sleep patterns? Poor sleep can disturb your natural rhythms and secretion of melatonin, which helps in to going to sleep. And poor melatonin secretion and breaking the natural rhythms can disrupt digestion. So, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night can help. Number four, what are your lifestyle preferences and limitations? Do you have any physical limitations or specific lifestyle choices that can affect your daily routine? It's important to tailor remedies that fit the lifestyle and the capabilities. By addressing these lifestyle factors and respecting preferences and limitations, you can create a more supportive environment for your digestive health. Next, let's talk about medical conditions, because medical conditions can also play a significant role in constipation. It's important to identify and manage any underlying health issues. For example, ask yourself, do you have any medical conditions such as hypothyroidism, diabetes, or IBS or IBD? These conditions can slow down your digestive system or cause other disruptions that can lead to constipation. Number two, are you taking any medications that might affect your bowel movements? We have talked about this in detail in previous episodes. Certain medications, such as painkillers, antidepressants, iron supplements, can cause constipation as a side effect. Now, if you suspect that a medical condition or medication is contributing to your constipation, obviously it's crucial to consult with your healthcare provider to manage these effectively. Finally, let's assess the severity of your constipation. Understanding how severe your condition is will help determine the urgency and type of remedies needed. So consider these questions. How often do you experience constipation? Is it occasional problem or a chronic issue? How severe are your problems? Are you experiencing mild discomfort or is it significantly affecting the quality of life? And number three, have you noticed any changes in your bowel habits recently? Sudden changes can indicate underlying issues that may need immediate medical attention. By evaluating the severity of the constipation, you can prioritize your treatment approach. For mild cases, simple dietary and lifestyle changes may suffice, and for severe cases, it's essential to seek professional medical advice. Now, let's move on to the next section, and let's recall what we have discussed in our previous chapter: how different organs, enzymes, nutrients, vitamins, microbes, and hormones play a role in constipation. So, identifying root causes through test can provide a clearer picture. Now, ask yourself the following questions. Have you had any tests to identify nutrient deficiencies? For example, tests for vitamins and minerals like magnesium, calcium, and iron can reveal deficiencies that can contribute to constipation. Number two, have you had your thyroid function tested? Thyroid functions can help diagnose hypothyroidism or common cause of constipation. Number three, have you had any test for enzyme levels? Enzyme deficiencies can be diagnosed through specific tests, helping to tailor your diet or enzyme supplements accordingly. Have you been tested for gut microbiome imbalances? Stool tests can reveal imbalances in gut bacteria that may be contributing to constipation. And have you had any hormonal evaluations? Hormone tests can identify imbalances such as estrogen, progesterone, or cortisol, which may impact bowel movements. So, by understanding these root causes through various tests, you can create a more effective and personalized plan for managing constipation. So, identifying root causes for your constipation is the first steps towards effective personalized treatment. So, in our next segment, we'll discuss how demographics can influence your choices of remedies and how to tailor them to your specific needs. Stay with us as we continue to build your personalized plan for relief. So, in this segment of Miracle Framework for Personalizing Home Remedies for Constipation, we're going to talk about remedy by demographics. We will focus on how your age, biological sex, and specific life conditions influence the remedies that work best for you. Understanding the unique needs of different demographics is crucial for effective constipation relief. Let's start by looking at age specific remedies. Constipation can affect, obviously, people of all ages. But the causes and effective remedies can vary significantly depending on your age group. Here are some questions to ask to help personalize remedies based on the age. Let's start with for babies and young children. Is your child drinking enough fluids? Are they consuming fiber rich foods appropriate for their age? Do they have regular bathroom habits? For example, home remedies like high fiber cereals and plenty of water for work well for work well for adults, but for babies, pureed prunes or pears are more suitable as they are gentle on their digestive system. And for adults, are you balancing your diet with enough fiber and hydration? Are you managing your stress levels and getting your exercises? Because adults can handle raw vegetables and whole grains to increase fiber intake, but these might be too harsh for young children and the elderly who may need cooked or pureed vegetables to aid digestion. And for elderly, are you taking medications that might cause constipation? Are you staying active and drinking enough fluids? Because elderly individuals might need fiber supplements and gentle physical activities like Tai Chi, whereas younger adults might benefit from high intensity workouts and raw fiber rich foods. So, by tailoring remedies to the age group, we can address specific factors that contribute to constipation at each life stage. Now, let's talk about biological sex specific considerations because biological sex can influence constipation and its remedies. Men and women may experience constipation differently due to physiological and hormonal differences. So, here are some of the questions to help personalize home remedies on gender. For women, are you experiencing hormonal fluctuations such as during menstrual cycle or menopause? Are you pregnant? So, high intensity workouts and certain herbal teas are effective for women in general, might not be safe during pregnancy. Pregnant women should opt out for gentle exercise and safe pregnancy approved remedies like increased water intake and high fiber food. And for men, are you maintaining a balanced diet with enough fiber? Are you staying physically active? So men might find relief from constipation through high intensity exercises like weightlifting, which may not be suitable for pregnant women who need gentle, low impact activities. So by understanding the unique needs based on biological sex, you can create a more effective plan to combat constipation. Finally, let's consider specific life conditions that can influence constipation. These conditions require tailored approaches to manage and relieve constipation effectively. So here are some questions to help personalize based on life conditions. Obviously, during pregnancy, it's very prevalent to have constipation. So asking questions such as, are you drinking enough water, eating high fiber food? Are you doing safe pregnancy-friendly exercises? Because pregnant women should avoid certain herbal remedies and high intensity exercises that might be effective for others. Instead, they should focus on safe, gentle remedies like staying hydrated and engaging in prenatal yoga. And working with your doctor, some may also talk about taking stool softeners or other laxatives. Again, that must be tailored to the pregnancy needs. And for elderly, we have already talked about home remedies involving heavy physical exertion or certain high fiber foods like that are beneficial for younger adults might not be suitable for the elderly. Instead, they also may need gentle approaches like Tai Chi, yoga, or some fiber supplements and cooked vegetables and foods. Another very common constipation is during while traveling. So the questions you want to ask is, are you maintaining your usual diet and hydration level? Are you finding ways to stay active? Especially when you are on a long bus travel, 8, 10 hours, or long flight travels and train travels for it, overnight travels. You're just sitting on a chair, being very inactive, and that can also lead to constipation. And also, traveling can disrupt the routine. So, remedies like maintaining hydration and engaging in simple exercises can be more practical because at home, we have more control over the environment. But while traveling, we may not have that, and we may have to plan our travels. And if we need any supplements or any laxatives or any other herbal supplements, we can pack it in advance during travel so we can live or enjoy our travel. So another very common constipation is during post surgery because post surgery you have to be bedridden or recover from it. You may be living a sedentary lifestyle post surgery. So, and also you may want to ask the following questions: are you on pain medications that could cause constipation? Are you able to move around and stay active? So you have to discuss with your doctor about managing constipation caused by pain medications or any side effects of any surgery. So, and also whenever possible, engage in light, safe physical activities that are recommended by your healthcare provider. So, post surgery patients might need specific guidance on managing constipation caused by pain medications and limited mobility, unlike healthy adults who can follow dietary and general exercise advice. Next are athletes. Even athletes, the question you must ask is, are your dietary restrictions impacting your fiber intake? Is your training regimen affecting your bowel movements? Because athletes can in, induce heavy strain and stress to the body, and they may be traveling in different time zones, and that can impact circadian rhythms. So you have to be extra careful as an athlete to maintain your bowel movements. So therefore, athletes may need to adjust their diet, hydration to accommodate intense training, take supplements for different enzymes and different minerals and so on, because the general diet may not be adequate. And obviously, constipation may be triggered by chronic illness, such as, are you managing conditions such as diabetes or multiple sclerosis or any other chronic illness? And another question to ask is, are your medications affecting your bowel movements? So, because patients with chronic illnesses may have very specialized remedies and adjustment that differ significantly from standard advice. So, by considering these life conditions, you can tailor your approach to managing constipation effectively, no matter the situation. And personalizing home remedies based on demographics can ensure that you are addressing unique factors that affect you. In our next segment, we will explore how your body type and meal patterns influence your digestive health and how to adjust your remedies accordingly. Stay tuned as we continue building your personalized plan for constipation relief. In this segment of our miracle framework for personalizing home remedies for constipation, we will focus on how your body type, both physiological and Ayurvedic, affects the remedies that work best for you. Understanding your body type is essential for tailoring remedies that will be most effective. So let's start with the physiological type. So, physiological differences between male and female can influence how we respond to various remedies for constipation. Here are some questions to personalize remedies based on physiological body types. First, let's discuss the common male body types. Ectomorph. So, characteristics are lean, slender, less body fat, and muscles. For the recommendation, them would be high fiber diet, healthy fats, and strength training. For endomorph body type, which are they can more store more fat, lots of muscle, and they can gain weight easily. So obviously, recommendation would be balanced diet, regular exercise, and hydration. And for third, mesomorph. So characteristics are very athletic, strong, neither overweight or nor underweight. So for them, like even moderate fiber intake, obviously they are going to have active lifestyle, and hydration and balanced diet are recommended. And now let's go to the common female body type. So there are pear or triangle. The characteristics are narrow shoulders than hips, weight distributed in buttocks, lower hips, and thighs. The inverted triangle. The characteristics are lower body smaller than top, shoulders wider than hips, and large chest. Rectangle, like no major definition at waistline and hips, similar to similar hip and shoulder width. An hourglass, top and bottom halves equally broad but smaller waist. Number 5 is oval or apple shape, narrow top and bottom halves, weight carried on chest and stomach. So the recommendations for each of the body shapes, body types would be very different. For example, for pear or triangle, like high fiber diet, high physical activity and hydration. For inverted triangle, okay, obviously high fiber food, balanced exercise and mindful eating. For rectangle, also fiber sources, exercise and consistent hydration. For hourglass, you need to balance the fiber intake, holistic exercises, and hydration and healthy fats are recommended. For oval, lean protein and fiber, regular movement, and hydration and portion control. So, by understanding these physiological differences in body type, you can tailor your approach to managing constipation more effectively. Obviously, if you are hourglass type or pear shape or different body types, you can ask yourself, what body type am I and what is more suitable for my body type. And there is another very interesting way of categorizing. And I'm from the Indian subcontinent. I'm from Nepal, so we are very naturally think about these Ayurvedic body types such as Kapha, Pitta, and Vata because we hear about everywhere in our culture. So we want to explain that in here as well. So Ayurveda classifies body types into three different dosas: Kapha, Pitta, and Vata, each with unique characteristics and needs. So here are some questions to help on the personalized remedies based on Ayurvedic body types. So for Kapha type, you can ask, are you calm, ready, or prone to sluggish digestion? And obviously, for recommendation for them could be warm and stimulating food, vigorous exercise, and you need to avoid heavy and oily foods and choose lighter meals to prevent slowing down digestion. For example, kapha individuals might benefit from starting the day with a spicy ginger tea to stimulate digestion, whereas vata might need something more soothing. And for pitta, you can ask yourself, are you fiery, you have strong digestion, or prone to inflammation? And the dietary recommendations or recommendation for them is cooling or hydrating foods. Focus on cucumbers, melons, leafy greens to balance heat. And obviously, moderate exercise include like swimming or yoga to avoid overheating. And obviously, avoid spicy and acidic foods. Choose milder meals to prevent digestive discomfort. For example, pitta individuals might find relief in cooling herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile, whereas kapha types might need more stimulating spices. Finally, for vata type, there are you airy, do you have variable digestion or prone to dryness everywhere, skin, lips, and all the places? For those, like recommendations are warm and grounding foods include cooked vegetables, soups, and stew to support digestion, and gentle and grounding exercises. Engage in walking or tai chi to promote relaxation, and obviously avoid raw and cold foods. Choose warm meals to prevent digestive disruptions. So vata individuals might benefit from warm, hearty soups to soothe digestion, while pitta might need more cooling salads. Again, by understanding the Ayurvedic body type, you can choose remedies that align with your natural constitution that will enhance your effectiveness. So, personalizing home remedies based on your body type ensure that you're addressing the unique factors that affect you. In our next segment, we'll explore how availability of remedies, both local and seasonal, can influence your choices and effectiveness. Stay tuned as we continue building your personalized plan for relief. In this segment of our miracle framework for personalizing home remedies for constipation, we will focus on assessing your capability and opportunity to implement these remedies effectively. Let's dive in. So, understanding your skills, tools, and access to resources is crucial for choosing the right home remedies. Let's start by evaluating these aspects. Number one, evaluating skills and tools. First, let's consider your skills and tools that you have available. Ask yourself these questions. Number one, do you know how to prepare basic home remedies like herbal teas or fiber rich meals? Do you have the necessary kitchen tools such as blender, juicer, or even a simple pot and stove? Are you comfortable using these tools to create remedies? For example, with limited skills and tools, if you are not confident in your cooking skills and only have basic kitchen equipment, maybe simple herbal teas, prepackaged fiber supplements, or maybe hydration, increasing water intake, which doesn't require any skills or tools. For example, if you have advanced skills and tools, you are comfortable in the kitchen, have access to a wide range of kitchen tools, maybe the complex recipes, prepare high fiber meals like vegetable soups, smoothies, or homemade yogurt with probiotic. Maybe you can do DIY fermentation, make your own fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi or to boost your gut health. Or maybe if you have blender based remedies, use a blender to make fiber rich smoothies or vegetable juices. Next, let's evaluate your access to resources and ingredients. And ask yourself these questions about access to resources. Do you have access to fresh local ingredients or nearby grocery store? Can you order specialty items online if you are not available locally? Do you have a garden or community space where you can grow your own herbs and vegetables? For example, if you have limited access, maybe you live in a remote area with limited access to fresh produce and specialty ingredients, the good recommendations for you is use dry goods, use shelf-stable ingredients like dry herbs, canned beans and oats, simple hydration, focus on hydration, which require only access to clean water, or maybe you can do bulk ordering for fiber supplements or non-perishable health foods in bulk online. Or if you live in extensive access, maybe you live in urban areas with access to a variety of fresh produce, health food stores, and delivery services, you can recommendation would be fresh produce. So incorporate wide variety of fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet for natural fiber. Specialty items, use specialty health foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, and kefir for gut health. And you can do home garden, grow your own herbs like mint, basil, parsley to use in remedies. So, understanding your capabilities and opportunities allows you to choose remedies that fit your lifestyle and resources. Whether you are a kitchen novice with a limited access or a culinary expert with abundant resources, there is a personalized remedy that work for you and that can work for you. In this segment of Miracle Framework for personalizing home remedies for constipation, we'll focus on utilizing local and seasonal availability. So, harnessing the power of what's locally available and in season can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your remedies. Let's dive in. So, using local and seasonal ingredients not only support your local community but also ensures that you are getting the freshest and the most nutrient rich foods. Let's start with how to make the most of local remedies. Number one is utilizing local remedies. Local remedies can be incredibly effective because they are often tailored to a specific environmental and cultural condition of your area. Here are some examples. For example, if you're living in urban areas, access to health food stores and farmers market, you can use fresh herbs. Farmers market purchase fresh fibrous vegetables and fruits like apples, berries, and carrots and leafy vegetables, and also local honey because incorporated local honeys can add natural sweeteners with mild laxative properties. Now, if you live in rural areas, right, living in rural areas with access to homegrown produce and local farms, you can use homegrown vegetables, wild herbs, and local eggs and dairy. So your recommendations would be entirely different based on where you live, with what access you have, what locally available ingredients you have, and that can be immensely useful to tailor your home remedy. So another point which we need to think about in local availability is that the seasonal variety, right? Not only that, but also depend on where you live, the availability can be entirely different. For example, if you're local in Bombay, India, and you are in Boston, India, your availability may be entirely different. For example, if you are living in Bombay, India, which is currently called Mumbai, tropical climate, which is a tropical climate with access to wide variety of fruits and spices, the recommendation mangoes are very seasonal, papayas throughout the year. These tropical fruits are high in fiber and help in digestion, so you can use them in smoothies or salads. For example, coconut water, which is very highly refreshing and rich in electrolytes such as potassium. And if you have potassium deficiency, obviously you can start drinking coconut water if you are in Bombay or any tropical region. Another thing is spices, that turmeric or ginger, known for their anti-inflammatory properties. These spices can be added to teas or meals to improve gut health. And obviously, if you live in temperate areas like I do in Boston right now, we can there are special things that are available here for apples and berries, maple syrup or cranberries, which is known for digestive health benefits. Cranberry juice can be used for or in dried forms in salads. So the local ingredients can be really helpful in designing your personalized remedies. Now, after local availability, let's talk about making the most of seasonal ingredients. So seasonal ingredients are at their peak in terms of flavor and nutritional value. Here are some of the examples of how seasonal availability can vary home remedies. That's in spring and summer. In spring and summer, access to fresh seasonal fruit during the warmer months. Spring grains, berries, stone fruits, cucumber, melons. And fall and winter, there is access to more hardy seasonal produce during the colder months, so root vegetables, because we can use root vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, beets in soups, stews, and roasted dishes. They provide essential fiber and nutrients. Squash and pumpkins, citrus fruit. We can enjoy citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons, which are abundant in winter and help maintain hydration and digestive health. So these days, because of the globalization, these things can be available all around the year. But at the same time, your body conditions for seasons. And if you can use seasons, the effectivity of the home remedies can be entirely different. So again, local and seasonal. By utilizing local and seasonal ingredients, we can create effective, nutritious, environmental friendly home remedies. This approach not only enhances the flavor and nutrient content of the meals, but also supports sustainable and practices and local economies. And now, after assessing the local and seasonal availability, we can tailor our home remedies to what's fresh and accessible, making them more effective and enjoyable. So, in our next segment, we'll explore how affordability can impact our choices of remedies and how to balance cost with effectiveness. Stay tuned as we continue building your personalized plan for constipation relief. In this segment of our miracle framework for personalizing home remedies for constipation, we will focus on evaluating affordability. Whether you have time but limited funds, some disposable income, or busy schedule with ability to spend more, there are effective remedies to fit your needs. Let's explore how to balance cost and effectiveness. Affordability can significantly impact your choice of remedies. Let's start with cost effective DIY solutions for those who have time but can't afford expensive treatments. DIY solutions are perfect for those who have time but are on tight budget. Here are some examples: homemade fiber rich foods for natural laxatives, prune juice or lemon water, obviously, hydration infused water. And we'll talk more about these in the home remedies section. But here in this case, like we are just giving you a framework to think about what are choices that you have. If you have time, but you can do it, but do not have disposable income, you can have DIY solutions which are cost effective. Next, if you have some disposable income and are looking for convenient solutions, there are some effective solutions. For example, you can take high quality supplements, probiotic supplements, or magnesium citrate, which can help relax muscles in digestive tract and stimulate bowel movements. You can take convenient fiber products such as psyllium husk or prebiotic fiber mixes, and you can obviously take specialized food products which has high fiber snacks. So these purchase solutions can save you time and provide effective relief. And now for those who have a busy schedule and can't afford targeted solutions, let's explore some premium options. Those target solutions for those who can afford them. Some of the examples such as professional services, obviously personalized nutrition plan. You can hire nutritionists to create a more customized plan tailored to your specific needs. This can ensure that you are getting the right nutrients to prevent constipation. You can join health gut health programs. Obviously, you can purchase the high-end supplements and products like such as advanced probiotic supplements. You can purchase digestive enzyme blends, and if you don't have time for delivery, you can go shop for grocery. You can do meal delivery services for healthy meal kits. You can subscribe to meal delivery services that offer high fiber, gut friendly meals. This is a convenient option for maintaining a healthy diet without time commitment of cooking. So, by evaluating your affordability, you can choose remedies that fit your budget and lifestyle. Whether you prefer cost effective DIY solutions and can afford some purchase products or offer targeted professional services, there are effective options for everyone. Personally, I choose 80% of time DIY solutions, zero cost solutions, and sometimes when absolutely necessary, I take some supplements, but mostly I prefer DIY. Actually, it doesn't take that much of a time if you time, but again, the time commitment progressively decreases because you start developing skills and become expert in creating those home remedies. So again, uh, your affordability should not be the issue for choosing the right home remedy for us. And assessing the affordability allows you to balance cost and effectiveness, ensuring that you get the most out of your home remedies. And in our final segment of this chapter, we'll review the entire miracle framework and help you put together your personalized plan for constipation relief. Stay with us as we wrap up this chapter. As we wrap this chapter, let's recap the miracle framework for personalizing home remedies for constipation. First, we explore the importance of motivation. Understanding your motivation levels is crucial for staying consistent, and we talk about building habits because motivation can be fleeting. Next, we move to identifying root causes, where we looked at dietary issues, lifestyle factors, medical conditions, and severity of your condition. Then discussed remedy by demographics, telling remedies to age, biological sex, specific life conditions. Following that, we assessed body type, considering physiological and Ayurvedic approach. Then we evaluated capability and opportunity, ensuring you have necessary skills, tools, and access to resources. After that, we highlighted the importance of local and seasonal availability, utilizing locally available ingredients and making the most out of seasonal produce. Finally, we examine affordability, offering solutions that range from cost effective DIY remedies to premium targeted options. So, personalizing your home remedies is essential because it addresses your unique needs and circumstances. A one size fits for all approach rarely works. But using the miracle framework, you can develop a plan tailored to your specific needs and specifically for you. I encourage you to take a moment to assess your own situation, reflect on your motivation, identify your root causes, consider your demographics and body type, Evaluate your capability and opportunity. Look at what's locally and seasonally available and consider your budget. Use the miracle framework as your guide. So, in our next chapter, we'll dive more into natural DIY remedies to address these deficiencies, root causes effectively. We'll explore how to create personalized, effective solutions right from your kitchen. You won't want to miss it.